Alright everybody, we're doing some canned venison tonight, and Holly had a good point. We should be posting some videos on this group of how we do different things so we can teach each other how to do things others may not know. So basically, I've already cooked my venison burger, ground venison. I added a quart of tomato sauce to that, or tomato juice, sorry. I have my lids back here just on a low burner. I don't want them boiling, I just kind of want them to stay warm. I just took these 3 jars out of my pressure canner. Over here, I have 2 more in there. I should have 5 by the time I'm done. And I also always have my book right here so I can check my recipe for time and measurements and whatever else. So, sorry, had to pause the video there to get my funnel. So basically all we're going to do is fill these jars up. Okay, so I have my burger in the jar. I'm going to use this little tool here, pack it down just a bit. You can see the level of juice. I didn't put any juice in there yet, but this is just what's coming off the meat. Might be a little much. That should be good. Looks like I might need a little more. Maybe not. But we need a 1-inch headspace. That's what this tool is for. Actually, we're right there. If you can see that, I'm right at the level. So we do want a little more juice in there though to cover the meat. So I will just take a little juice, top that up, and that one is good to go. Now I do use, this is just white vinegar on a paper towel to wipe this off in case I splashed any grease or anything on there. And then go through the lid. I'm not real worried about touching the lids or anything. These are going to be pressure canned. That kills just about everything. This is really hard to do one-handed, but you get the idea. Now I'm using Tatler lids, and you can't really see that, but the method here is to put one finger on here and use the other hand to tighten this, which I will do off camera, and then I'm going to take it over to the canner. Okay, I have tightened that down just a little bit. I'm going to pick this up right over to the canner that is bubbling away nicely. Now while I'm here, I'm just going to grab another jar right away and head right back over. I'm going to put the hot ones in the back so I don't have to handle it when it's super hot. These have only been out for a minute or two, so they're still pretty warm, but you want to start moving rather quickly. I like to have 3 here, then I can fill one, put the funnel on another one, and have another one in case I need to set something down or whatever. But you do need to move rather quickly just so that they stay warm. They don't have to be hot. Like I said, the pressure canner is going to kill most everything. That's why we use the pressure canner for meat. So now I'm just going to go through the rest of these real quick, and then I will show you how to set the canner to run. Be right back. One other thing I did forget to say, there is 1 teaspoon of salt in the bottom of each jar that I bring over here. It's not necessary, but I think it adds a little bit of extra flavor, so we do that. One other thing I did forget to show you guys is when I pack this in there, usually most of the air bubbles come out, but you do want to take this and go all the way down to the bottom and go all the way around just to knock any air bubbles that are clinging to the glass on the side. It will knock them free and they can float to the top. I did that off camera the last time and remembered I didn't actually show you guys that, so let me finish these up and I'll show you the canner. Alright, this is the Carry Pressure Canner Cooker. This is what we use for small batches. We also have a larger pressure canner for bigger batches, but for this, all you do is hit pressure cook, and then we're going to do high for 75 minutes. Oop, a little too far. 75 minutes. Hit start, and then it'll start warming up. And once it reaches temperature, I'll give you guys a little update. One other thing I forgot to show you guys is the measurements here on the side. When we're pressure canning, it says to use 4 cups of water, which you can see is down there in the bottom, boiling away. So let me get this closed back up. Close it, and you can see on the side here, slide it over to close, and we have it on exhaust right now until this comes up to temperature. It'll say E10, which is your countdown to vent for 10 minutes before we actually start cooking. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we now have E10 on the screen, which is a 10-minute countdown clock. So that'll go 10 all the way down to 1, and then when it hits 1, we will switch this from exhaust to airtight, and then that will start our 75-minute clock. And after 75 minutes, we let it cool off for probably about an hour, and then we will have canned venison burger we can use in tacos or anything else we want to make. So if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to comment on this video or send us a private message or post in our group or any other way you can find to get a hold of us. We will try to answer your questions for you. Thanks for watching, and have a good night and a good holiday.